I'm sitting at the piano where we used to play, but the middle C is broken, it's just turned to gray. Like the way you left me in the pouring rain, searching for a harmony to mask the pain. I'm humming a tune that I can't quite complete, lost in the rhythm of a heart's dying beat. The sheet music's yellow, the edges are torn, like a beautiful promise that was never born. And the silence is starting to sting, 'cause this is a broken heart melody, slow and low, a place where the echoes finally go, in a world that's been hollowed out by the snow. Yeah, this is a broken heart melody, out of key, a ghost of the song that was you and me, drowning in the salt of a wide open sea. I see the ghost of your hands on the ivory keys, a phantom reminder of a life of ease. Now every minor chord feels like a knife, cutting through the static of my lonely life. I try to sing along, but my voice is a sigh, a bird with a wing that's too heavy to fly. The sheet music's yellow, the edges are torn, like a beautiful promise that was never born. And the silence is starting to sting, 'cause this is a broken heart melody, slow and low, a place where the echoes finally go, in a world that's been hollowed out the snow. Yeah, this is a broken heart melody, out of key, a ghost of the song that was you and me, drowning in the salt of a wide open sea. This hollow sound, or am I just screaming at the frozen ground? It's a symphony of should've and could've been, a record that's skipping on the same old sin, the same old sin. See, broken heart melody, the music is fading, the songs fine. songs are a little bit rusty and old, like the stories of us that we never quite told. I'm humming a melody, hollow and low, a place where the memories finally go. I'm not looking for answers or a way to get back, just tracing the silver along every crack in the air is turning to glass. 'Cause I'm writing a sad song for you one last time, matching the grief with the bittersweet rhyme. Under the weight of a mountain I climb. Yeah, I'm writing a sad song for you in the dark, leaving a cold and a permanent mark, fanning the ash of a long faded spark. If you'll hear this on your car radio, between the white noise and the places you go, will you recognize the way that I breathe, or the jagged edges, or the secrets I weave? It's a lullaby for a love that has died, a heavy set anchor in a receding tide. I'm not looking for answers or a way to get back, just tracing the silver along every crack in the air is turning to glass. 'Cause I'm writing a sad song for you one last time, matching the grief with the bittersweet rhyme. Under the weight of a mountain I climb. Spark. It's not an apology, it's not a plea, it's just the final version of you and me. I'm letting the notes bleed out on the floor. I don't have the strength to sing anymore. I can't sing anymore. 'Cause I'm writing a sad song for you one last time, matching the grief with a bittersweet rhyme. Under the weight of a mountain I climb. Yeah, I'm writing a sad song for you in the dark, leaving a cold and a permanent mark, fanning the ash of a long faded spark. A sad song for you. The melody's over. I'm letting you go. I'm standing in the kitchen, watching the dust, in the place where we promised a lifetime of trust. The closet is half empty, despair, just a lingering scent of your soap in the air. I'm checking the mailbox for something from you, but it's just the white noise of a sky that's not blue. The silence is heavy, a weight on my chest, a ghost in the corner that won't let me rest. And the walls are starting to bleed, 'cause I'm left all alone in the wreckage of us, turning the gold of our summer to rust, in a house that is losing its pulse and its trust. Yeah, I'm left all alone, a shadow in a weight, locked on the inside of a rusted out gate, counting the minutes and blaming the fate. I made 2 cups of coffee by habit today, before I remembered you've gone far away. The chair at the table is a hole in the room, a silent reminder of my coming doom. I'm talking to shadows, I'm calling your name, but the pajama is the only thing taking the blame. The silence is heavy, a weight on my chest, a ghost in the corner that won't let me rest. And the walls are starting to bleed, 'cause I'm left all alone in the wreckage of us, turning the gold of our summer to rust, in a house that is losing its pulse and its trust. Yeah, I'm left all alone, a shadow in a weight, locked on the inside of a rusted out gate, counting the minutes and blaming the fate. Is this how it ends? Just a quiet retreat, the sound of your tires on the end of the street. I'm a bird with no sky, I'm a heart with no beat, trying to find warmth in this cold, bitter sheet. This bitter sheet. This bitter sheet. 'Cause I'm left all alone in the wreckage of us, turning the gold of our summer to rust, in a house that is losing its pulse and its trust. Yeah, I'm left all alone, a shadow in a weight, locked on the inside of a rusted out gate, counting the minutes and blaming the fate. the sky for so long, pretending the rhythm was still in the song. But the walls are beginning to buckle and bend, and I've reached the place where the fairy tales end. I'm sitting alone on the cold kitchen floor, and I can't keep the ghost from the crack in the door. My hands are so heavy, they're falling like lead under the pressure of things that we said, and the silence is starting to spread. 'Cause I'm falling apart tonight, piece by piece, waiting for the sorrow to find its release, in a world where the echoes will never quite cease. Yeah, I'm falling apart tonight, a slow motion break, like the surface of a frozen and lonely gray lake. Giving up everything I tried so hard to fake. The mirror is showing a stranger's tired eyes, a hollow reflection of all of our lies. I try to be steady, I try to be stone, but the marrow is turning to dust in the bone. The ceiling is leaking the dark of the sky, and I'm too tired to even ask why. My hands are so heavy, they're falling like lead under the pressure of things that we said, and the silence is starting to spread. 'Cause I'm falling apart tonight, piece by piece, waiting for the sorrow to find its release, in a world where the echoes will never quite cease. Yeah, I'm falling apart tonight, a slow motion break, like the surface of a frozen and lonely gray lake. Giving up everything I tried so hard to fake. Let the porcelain shatter, let the glass hit the ground. I'm tired of searching for a love that's not found. I'm unraveling fast, I'm losing the thread in a house full of memories that I'd rather be dead. Rather be dead. Like the surface of a frozen and lonely gray lake. Giving up everything I tried so hard to fake. Falling apart tonight, there's nothing left to hold. Just let me say that time is a river that cleanses the shore, washing away the names of the ones from before. But I'm standing still while the water flows by, underneath a heavy and permanent sky. Your name is a rhythm that beats in my chest, a ghost in the hallway that won't let me rest. I've tried to repaint every wall in this room, but your shadow is woven into the loom, and the silence is starting to bloom. 'Cause I'll never forget you, no matter the cost, counting the pieces of everything lost in a winter of white and a permanent frost. Yeah, I'll never forget you, it's written in bone, a secret that I'm forced to carry alone, like a seed in the garden that never was grown. I see a stranger with a tilt of your head, and I'm back in the middle of things that we said. The scent of the rain on a summer hot street, the sound of your heart and its rhythmic beat. It's a beautiful curse that I'm happy to keep, a mountain of memories, jagged and steep. I've tried to repaint every wall in this room, but your shadow is woven into the loom, and the silence is starting to bloom. 'Cause I'll never forget you, no matter the cost, counting the pieces of everything lost in a winter of white and a permanent frost. Yeah, I'll never forget you, it's written in bone, a secret that I'm forced to carry alone, like a seed in the garden that never was grown. Will I be 80 and still hear your name and feel the same flicker of a dying flame? I'm a library filled with the books of our past, a love that was built to be broken but last, broken but last. Cause I'll never forget you, no matter the cost, counting the pieces of everything lost in a winter of white and a permanent frost. Yeah, I'll never forget you, it's written in bone, a secret that I am forced to carry alone, like a seed in the garden that never was grown. Never forget you, you're a part of me now, even if you're gone. this hallway 1,000 times before, but today the floorboards feel like they're made of glass, watching the ghost of our better seasons pass. I'm checking the windows, I'm checking the light, trying to prolong the start of the night. My hand is on the handle, my heart is in my throat. I'm drowning in the words that I never wrote, and the air is turning to mist, 'cause I'm saying one more goodbye to the empty space, searching the shadows for a trace of your face before I leave this hollowed out place. Yeah, I'm saying one more goodbye, a heavy, slow exhale, watching the colors of our memories turn pale, like a ship that's forgotten how to sail. I see the mark where the picture used to hang, the silent echo of the way the doorbell rang. I thought I'd be ready, I thought I'd be strong, but I've been staying in this doorway far too long. One last look at the kitchen, one last look at the bed, replaying every single word that we ever said. My hand is on the handle, my heart is in my throat. I'm drowning in the words that I never wrote, and the air is turning to mist, 'cause I'm saying one more goodbye to the empty space, searching the shadows for a trace of your face before I leave this hollowed out place. Yeah, I'm saying one more goodbye, a heavy, slow exhale, watching the colors of our memories turn pale, like a ship that's forgotten how to sail. How many times can I break before I'm gone? How many times can I wait for the dawn? I'm pulling the door shut, I'm turning the lock, feeling the heavy rhythmic thud of the clock, the ticking clock. The ticking clock. I'm saying one more goodbye to the empty space, searching the shadows for a trace of your face before I leave this hollowed out place. Yeah, I'm saying one more goodbye, a heavy, slow exhale, watching the colors of our memories turn pale, like a ship that's forgotten how to sail. One more goodbye, the door is finally closed. I'm walking away now. I'm sitting at the table where we used to laugh, dividing all my memories in a bitter half. The coffee's getting cold and the clock is staying still. I'm losing all my color, I'm losing all my will. I watch my hands, they're shaking like a falling leaf, trying to find a shelter from this rising grief. The walls are closing in, the air is getting tight. I'm losing every battle with the coming night, and the silence is starting to kill. 'Cause I'm dying inside slowly, inch by inch, feeling every muscle, every heartbeat flinch, in a world that's become a cold and narrow trench. Yeah, I'm dying inside slowly, a quiet kind of break, like the surface of a frozen gray and lonely lake, counting every breath that I no longer want to take. I see my reflection and I don't know who she is, a hollowed out version of a life I used to miss. There's a ghost in the hallway, a shadow on the floor, and I don't have the strength to fight it anymore. The lights are getting dimmer in the back of my mind, leaving all the pieces of my spirit far behind. The walls are closing in, the air is getting tight. I'm losing every battle with the coming night, and the silence is starting to kill. 'Cause I'm dying inside slowly, inch by inch, feeling every muscle, every heartbeat flinch, in a world that's become a cold and narrow trench. Yeah, I'm dying inside slowly, a quiet kind of break, like the surface of a frozen gray and lonely lake, counting every breath that I no longer want to take. Does it show on my face? Does it sound in my tone? The way the marrow is turning to stone. I'm a flickering candle in a heavy winter gale, watching the last of my fire turn pale. So very pale. 'Cause I'm dying inside slowly, inch by inch, feeling every muscle, every heartbeat flinch, in a world that's become a cold and narrow trench. Yeah, I'm dying inside slowly, quiet kind of break, like the surface of a frozen gray and lonely lake, counting every breath that I no longer want to take. Dying inside slowly, there's nothing left to feel. light is almost real. The sun is leaning low against the kitchen wall, stretching out the silence in the empty hall. I see two figures dancing in the golden dust, the girl I used to be and the man that I could trust. But when I reach to touch the flicker on the floor, the light just shifts and slides beneath the door. I'm chasing ghosts in a room full of light, trying to keep the morning from turning to night. And the air is getting heavy, 'cause we're just shadows of us two, thin and gray, fading with the ending of a tired day. Watching all the colors slowly wash away. Yeah, we're just shadows of us two, a hollow trace of a memory I'm trying so hard to erase, searching for the warmth of a long-lost face. I saw our silhouettes against the bedroom blind, a projection of the world we left behind. We looked so perfect in a two-dimensional space before the reality took over the place. Now I'm just a shape in a darkening room, waiting for the stars to witness my doom. I'm chasing ghosts in a room full of light, trying to keep the morning from turning to night. And the air is getting heavy, 'cause we're just shadows of us two, thin and gray, fading with the ending of a tired day. Watching all the colors slowly wash away. Yeah, we're just shadows of us two, a hollow trace of a memory I'm trying so hard to erase, searching for the warmth of a long-lost face. Is it a haunting or just a projection? A bitter side effect of deep-seated affection. I'm standing in the center of a disappearing sun, watching the outlines of everything we've done, everything we've done. 'Cause we're just shadows of us two, thin and gray, fading with the ending of a tired day. Watching all the colors slowly wash away. Yeah, we're just shadows of us two, a hollow trace of a memory I'm trying so hard to erase, searching for the warmth of a long-lost face. Shadows of us two, the light is almost gone. Now it's just me They told me the fire would eventually fade, leaving me cool in the house that we made. But the embers are biting, they're digging in deep, waking me up from a shallow bought sleep. I thought I'd be numb by the turn of the year, but the absence of you is the only thing clear. The band-aid is off and the air is so raw, a side of the story I never quite saw, and the pressure is starting to build. 'Cause love hurts more when it's finally gone than it ever did when the battle was on. It's the weight of the ghost in the gray of the dawn. Yeah, love hurts more in the quiet and still, like the sudden descent of a crumbling hill, breaking my spirit and breaking my will. I used to complain about things you would say. Now I'd give all my tomorrows for just one today. The anger was easy, a shield for the soul, but the sadness is heavy, a deep empty hole. It's the small things that cut, like your keys on the shelf. I'm a stranger in here, even to myself. The band-aid is off and the air is so raw, a side of the story I never quite saw, and the pressure is starting to build. 'Cause love hurts more when it's finally gone than it ever did when the battle was on. It's the weight of the ghost in the gray of the dawn. Yeah, love hurts more in the quiet and still, like the sudden descent of a crumbling hill, breaking my spirit and breaking my will. Is there an ending or just a long wait? Standing alone at the edge of the gate, I'm bleeding out colors, I'm turning to stone in a world that's too big to be facing alone. Facing alone. sting still here. We've argued in circles and cried in the dark, until there was nothing but a cold dying spark. The dictionary's empty, the pages are white. We've run out of reasons to put up a fight. I'm looking at you, but I'm looking through glass, watching the ghost of our symphony pass. The air in the kitchen is heavy and still, like the final descent of a crumbling hill, and the words have all turned to dust. 'Cause there's nothing left to say, nothing at all, just the sound of the shadows against the wall, watching the kingdom of us start to fall. Yeah, there's nothing left to say, the well has run dry underneath the heavy and hollowed out sky, where even the hello sounds like a goodbye. I could tell you I'm sorry, or tell you I'm hurt, but I'm just digging a hole in the dirt. We've exhausted the language of if and of when, and I don't think I'll ever find those words again. The space in between us is a vast open sea, and the shore is a place where we'll never be. The air in the kitchen is heavy and still, like the final descent of a crumbling hill, and the words have all turned to dust. 'Cause there's nothing left to say, nothing at all, just the sound of the shadows against the wall, watching the kingdom of us start to fall. Yeah, there's nothing left to say, the well has run dry underneath the heavy and hollowed out sky, where even the hello sounds like a goodbye. It's the quiet that kills, it's the peace that destroys, the death of the laughter, the end of the noise. I'm opening my mouth, but no sound comes out, just a tired surrender to the weight of the doubt, weight of the doubt. There's nothing left to say, nothing at all, just the sound of the shadows against the wall, watching the kingdom of us start to fall. Yeah, there's nothing left to say, the well sounds like a goodbye. Nothing left to say, only the breathing. The silence is final. The gravel is crunching beneath your boots, tearing up all of our shallow roots. I'm leaning my forehead against the frame, watching the street lamps forget your name. You didn't look back to see if I'd wave, just a ghost escaping a beautiful cave. The taillights are bleeding a crimson red into the things that we never quite said, and the air is turning to mist, 'cause I'm watching you walking away in the dark, leaving a cold and a permanent mark, a dying glow from a fading spark. Yeah, I'm watching you walking away from my life, sharper and colder than any steel knife, in a world that's becoming a house of strife. I wonder what's playing on your radio. Is it a song that we used to know, or is it just static and white noise now breaking the weight of a sacred vow? The space in the driveway is empty and wide, like the hollow feeling I'm keeping inside. The taillights are bleeding a crimson red into the things that we never quite said, and the air is turning to mist, 'cause I'm watching you walking away in the dark, leaving a cold and a permanent mark, a dying glow from a fading spark. Yeah, I'm watching you walking away from my life, sharper and colder than any steel knife, in a world that's becoming a house of strife. Each step you take is a mile in my head, a mountain of should've and could've. Instead, I'm still in the doorway, I'm still in the past, watching the one thing I thought would last. Thought would last. 'Cause I'm watching you walking away in the dark, leaving a cold and a permanent conversation, barely alive. I looked at your lips, but I missed the sound of the heavy weight hitting the ground. You said something small, something so brief, before you turned into a shadow of grief. I should have asked you to say it again, to hold back the flood and the coming rain, and the air is turning to stone. 'Cause those were the last words spoken by you, falling like ash from a sky that was blue, breaking the only thing I ever knew. Yeah, those were the last words spoken in haste, leaving a bitter and permanent taste in a life that's becoming a beautiful waste. I keep replaying the tape in my head, trying to fix all the things that you said. Was it a maybe or was it a no? Was it the signal that I had to go? The silence that followed was louder than screams, tearing the fabric of all of my dreams. I should have asked you to say it again, to hold back the flood and the coming rain, and the air is turning to stone. 'Cause those were the last words spoken by you, falling like ash from a sky that was blue, breaking the only thing I ever knew. Yeah, those were the last words spoken in haste, leaving a bitter and permanent taste in a life that's becoming a beautiful waste. If I had known it was the end of the line, I would have claimed every second as mine. I would have begged for a different ending instead of this heart that I'm constantly mending. Constantly mending. That's becoming a beautiful waste. Last words spoken, I'm still listening, but you're already gone. the sweater that we used to share. There's a loose thread trailing in the heavy air. I gave it a tug just to see if it'd hold, but the wool is tired and the story is old. We're unraveling fast from the inside out, a beautiful structure collapsing in doubt. I can hear the fibers beginning to snap like sudden thunder in a quiet map, and the air is cutting through, 'cause we're being torn apart, stitch by stitch, falling down into a deep dark ditch, losing the rhythm, losing the pitch. Yeah, we're being torn apart, a jagged line through a life that was yours and a life that was mine, watching the stars forget how to shine. Your side of the closet is an empty space, but the center of your jacket still haunts the place. We reach for the middle, but we hit the edge, falling like stones from a crumbling ledge. There's no clean break, just a messy tear, and a silence that's harder than I can bear. I can hear the fibers beginning to snap like a sudden thunder in a quiet map, and the air is cutting through, 'cause we're being torn apart, stitch by stitch, falling down into a deep dark ditch, losing the rhythm, losing the pitch. Yeah, we're being torn apart, a jagged line through a life that was yours and a life that was mine, watching the stars forget how to shine. Can we sew it back? Can we fix the seam? Or is us just afraid and broken dream? I'm holding the needle, but I've lost the light in the middle of this long and jagged night. This jagged night. Being torn apart, stitch by stitch, falling down into a deep dark ditch, losing the rhythm, losing the pitch. Yeah, we're being torn apart, a jagged line through a life that was yours and a life that was mine, watching the stars forget how to shine. Just broke. I found a box beneath the attic dust, full of Polaroids and keys beginning to rust. I'm holding us up to the window light, trying to bring the colors back to life tonight. But the blue of your eyes is turning to gray, and the edges of our summer are fraying away. The smiles are frozen in a chemical haze, lost in the map of our better days. And the air is getting cold, 'cause we're just faded photographs in a frame. I'm losing the face, I'm forgetting the name. just faded photographs washed in the white, disappearing slowly into the light of a sun that set on a long lost night. There's a ghost of a touch on the glossy paper, a memory that's turned into a pillar of vapor. I remember the smell of the salt and the rain, but the picture doesn't show the weight of the pain. It's a perfect lie in a square of ink, leaving me standing on the kitchen brink. The smiles are frozen in a chemical haze, lost in the map of our better days. And the air is getting cold, 'cause we're just faded photographs in a frame. I'm losing the face, I'm forgetting the name, watching the fire turn into a tame. Yeah, we're just faded photographs washed in the white, disappearing slowly into the light of a sun that set on a long lost night. Should I keep them in the dark where they belong, or admit that the colors were always wrong? I'm tracing the lines where we used to meet, feeling the concrete beneath my feet. My tired feet. Cause we're just faded photographs in a frame. I'm losing the face, I'm forgetting the name, watching the fire turn into a tame. Yeah, we're just faded photographs washed in the white, disappearing slowly into the light of a sun that set on a long lost night. Faded photographs, I can barely see you, just a shadow now. You left your words scattered on the floor, like letters that don't mean a thing anymore. I'll never leave, you whispered in my ear, but the silence is the only thing I hear. I built a world on the things you swore, now I'm just a ghost behind a locked door. The ink is dry but the paper is torn, I'm waking up to a world that's unborn, and the air is getting thin, 'cause I'm drowning in your empty promises, one by one, watching every golden thread get come undone beneath the shadow of a cold and dying sun. Yeah, I'm drowning in your empty promises, hollow and sweet, like the sound of autumn leaves beneath my feet. You promised the moon, but you gave me the dark, leaving me searching for a single spark. Every forever was a beautiful lie, a heavy cloud in a perfectly clear sky. I'm holding on to air, I'm grasping at smoke. The weight of your word is a heavy yoke. The ink is dry, but the paper is torn. I'm waking up to a world that's unborn, and the air is getting thin. 'Cause I'm drowning in your empty promises, one by one, watching every golden thread get come undone beneath the shadow of a cold and dying sun. Yeah, I'm drowning in your empty promises, hollow and sweet, like the sound of autumn leaves beneath my feet, losing a war that I was never meant to meet. Do they taste like ash when you say them now to someone new with the same broken vow? Are you building her a palace out of thin air, while I'm still standing in the silence of not there? I'm not there. Watching every golden thread get come undone beneath the shadow of a cold and dying sun. Yeah, I'm drowning in your empty promises, hollow and sweet, like the sound of autumn leaves beneath my feet, losing a war that I was never meant to meet. Empty promises, they mean nothing now, just pretty lies. I'm standing at the edge of a familiar street, but the pavement feels like water beneath my feet. I checked my pockets for a map or a key, but I'm just a stranger to the ghost of me. The compass is spinning, the north is all wrong. I've been out in the winter for far too long. There's no signal and there's no dial tone, just the heavy weight of being this alone. And the air is getting thin, 'cause I'm lost and broken, scattered in the wind, paying for the places where our lives thinned, watching every door that I ever penned. Yeah, I'm lost and broken, a puzzle with no end, searching for a hand extend in a world that I no longer comprehend. I saw my reflection in a shop window pane, but all I could see was the ghost of the rain. My edges are jagged, my colors are blurred, like a secret that nobody ever heard. I try to call out, but my voice is a sigh, lost in the gray of a low-hanging sky. There's no signal and there's no dial tone, just the heavy weight of being this alone. And the air is getting thin, 'cause I'm lost and broken, scattered in the wind, paying for the places where our lives thinned, watching every door that searching for a hand that I used to extend in a world that I no longer comprehend. Ooh, how do you fix what you can't even find, when the pieces are left in the back of your mind? I'm a shipwreck in a desert, a bird in a cage, turning the leaves of an empty page. An empty page. 'Cause I'm lost and broken, scattered in the wind, paying for the places where our lives thinned, watching every door that I ever penned. Yeah, I'm lost and broken, a puzzle with no end, searching for a hand that I used to extend in a world that I no longer comprehend. Lost and broken, does anyone see me? I'm still here. The mirror doesn't lie, it just looks away at the pale reflection of a brighter day. The fire has died, the ashes are cold, but I'm still clinging to the things you sold. I touch the surface where the skin is tight, a silent witness to our final fight. The bleeding stopped a long time ago, but the memory has nowhere left to go. And the air is turning to ice, 'cause the scars remain, a map of where we fell, a story that my skin will always tell. Even when I'm out of this hollow shell, the scars remain like ink beneath the bone, a monument to everything we've known, in a house that I'm learning to call my own. I saw you walking in the street today. I didn't reach out, I just looked away. The edges are silver, the lines are deep, secrets that my body was meant to keep. They don't hurt like they did before, but they're still there, like a lock on a door. The bleeding stopped a long time ago, but the memory has nowhere left to go, and the air is turning to ice, 'cause the scars remain, a map of where we fell, a story that my skin will always tell. Even when I'm out of this hollow shell, yeah, the scars remain like ink beneath the bone, a monument to everything we've known, in a house that I'm learning to call my own. They're a part of me now, like the color of my eyes, a permanent record of all the goodbyes. I don't try to hide them, I don't try to heal, I just let them be what they need to be real. They're so real. The scars remain, a map of where we fell, a story that my skin will always tell. Even when I'm out of this hollow shell, yeah, the scars remain like ink beneath the bone, a monument to everything we've known, in a house that I'm learning to call my own. The scars remain, they're mine now. I'm still here. I'm pressing my palm against the glass, watching the ghosts of our seasons pass. There's a stain on the rug where we spilled the wine, a jagged edge on a heart that was mine. I try to breathe, but the air is thick and blue. Everything in this house tastes like you. The bandage is peeling, the edges are raw. I'm searching for a comfort I never saw, and the silence starting to sting, 'cause I've got a bleeding heart, open and wide, nowhere left for the sorrow to hide. Drowning in the rush of a turning tide. Yeah, I've got a bleeding heart, a heavy red mess, trying to find a way to care a little less. searching for words that were never spoken. The clock on the wall is a steady rhythmic thud, like the pulse of a secret running through my blood. I'm stitching the pieces, but the thread is too thin, letting the cold of the winter get in. The bandage is peeling, the edges are raw. I'm searching for a comfort I never saw, and the silence is starting to sting. 'Cause I've got a bleeding heart, open and wide, nowhere left for the sorrow to hide. Drowning in the rush of a turning tide. Yeah, I've got a bleeding heart, a heavy red mess, trying to find a way to care a little less. In the hollow of a lonely dark address. Is it love or just the habit of the pain? Walking in circles in the pouring rain. I'm losing my color, I'm turning to gray, while you're 1,000 miles away. So far away. Cause I've got a bleeding heart, open and wide, nowhere left for the sorrow to hide. Drowning in the rush of a turning tide. Yeah, I've got a bleeding heart, a heavy red mess, trying to find a way to care a little less. In the hollow of a lonely dark address. Bleeding heart, it won't stop. I'm still here. The sun went down an eternity ago, leaving me with shadows that refuse to go. I'm counting the patterns in the ceiling wood, trying to remember if I ever understood why the silence is louder when the world is fast, and why the shortest moments are the ones that last. The kettle's whistling a song I used to know, but I'm just watching the kitchen embers glow, and the air's getting heavy. In these lonely hours, I'm talking to the walls, waiting for a footstep in the empty holes, catching every teardrop before it ever falls. Yeah, in these lonely hours, time is like a blade, cutting through the promises that we never made, watching the colors of my spirit start to fade. I reach for the space where your hand used to be, but I'm just grasping at a ghost of a memory. The street lights are humming a low electric blue. Everything in this room is screaming out for you. I've read the same page at least a dozen times, lost in the rhythm of these silent, bitter rhymes. The Kettle's whistling a song I used to know, but I'm just watching the kitchen embers glow. And the air is getting heavy. In these lonely hours, I'm talking to the walls, waiting for a footstep in the empty halls, catching every teardrop before it ever falls. Yeah, in these lonely hours, time is like a blade, cutting through the promises that we never made, watching the colors of my spirit start to fade. Is anyone else awake in this hollow town? Or am I the only one letting the anchor down? The midnight oil is burning, but I'm still in the dark, searching for the ghost of a long extinguished spark. Dying spark. In these lonely hours, I'm talking to the walls, waiting for a footstep in the empty halls, catching every teardrop before it ever falls. Yeah. Watching the colors of my spirit start to fade. Lonely hours, they never seem to end. Is it morning yet? You wrote them down on napkins in the diner light, signed them with a kiss in the middle of the night. Forever was a word you used so easily, like a silver coin you tossed into the sea. I built a house of cards on everything you said. Now I'm sleeping in the wreckage of this empty bed. I should have seen the flicker in your steady gaze, the way you look for exits through the purple haze. And the air is turning thin, 'cause I'm drowning in your fake promises, one by one, watching every golden thread get come undone beneath the shadow of a cold and dying sun. Yeah, I'm drowning in your fake promises, hollow and sweet, like the sound of autumn leaves beneath my feet, losing a war that I was never meant to meet. You said you'd be the anchor in my darkest storm. You said you'd be the fire that would keep me warm, but you were just the wind that blew the candle out, leaving me in circles paralyzed by doubt. Every I love you was a debt the games you played. I should have seen the flicker in your steady gaze, the way you look for exits through the purple haze. And the air is turning thin, 'cause I'm drowning in your fake promises, one by one, watching every golden thread get come undone beneath the shadow of a cold and dying sun. Yeah, I'm drowning in your fake promises, hollow and sweet, like the sound of autumn leaves beneath my feet. Losing a war that I was never meant to meet. Do they taste like ash when you say them now to someone new with the same broken vow? Are you building her a palace out of thin air, while I'm still standing in the silence of not there? I'm not there. 'Cause I'm drowning in your fake promises, one by one, watching every golden thread get come undone beneath the shadow of a cold and dying sun. Yeah, I'm drowning in your fake promises, hollow and sweet, like the sound of autumn leaves beneath my feet. Losing a war that I was never meant to meet. Fake promises, they mean nothing now, just pretty lies.